I got BL2 when it first came out, liked it, but moved on after a while. I never paid much attention to the challenges, just getting the general ones like picking up loot, killing midgets, etc. I never got into farming either. In fact, I didn't pay much attention to the legendary gear. From what I read online, people spending hours to farm for some weapons, it didn't sound like much fun. Lastly, I didn't pay any attention to Claptrap's secret stash. He tells you that it can be used to pass gear to other characters, but I didn't really understand the significance of that, which is that you can create what is essentially an armory of the best weapons in the game and use them each time you play a new game. Part of the reason all these things slip by me is that none of the walkthrough videos for BL2 said much about them, if anything. But when I started exploring them, I really got hooked on the game. So maybe even after 5+ years, it may be worthwhile to have another walkthrough that covers all these things in a way that lets you do them as you do the regular missions. That's the goal of this series. The game says that I'm getting extra gear because of having pre-ordered, but in another video, the guy says that you get this same gear for buying the Necromancer add-on. I don't know. I'm starting with a rifle, submachine gun, sniper rifle, and a relic that has a 5% rate of getting green loot instead of white, or so I'm told. In BL1, the area that you start in has a lot of good loot in it: cash, health, weapons, ammo. Uh, this doesn't have much, and what it does have, you'll be maxed out on pretty soon. So I wouldn't run around in circles looking for loot out here in this game. Just so you know what I'm starting with, having played BL2 a bunch of times, I built up a lot of bonus points which increase my weapon and shield ratings. You would think that starting a game with a 25% increase in gun damage would make things a lot easier, but if it does, I don't notice it. There are two kinds of challenges: general challenges such as picking up loot, and area challenges such as finding echoes or vault symbols. Each area has its own set of area challenges. General challenges almost never are limited. If the first challenge is to kill 10 midgets, then you get points for doing that. Then it changes to a challenge for killing 25 midgets, and so on. Area challenges are done once and not repeated once completed, even if you replay the game in true or ultimate vault hunter modes. Because I've already built up an armory, which is a source of endless cash and the best weapons, I'm not concerned with picking up every dollar or weapon. I usually pick up whatever is nearby if it doesn't slow me down too much, but I'm not OCD about it. So don't freak out if you see me go past some loot. Since the armory requires the use of Claptrap's secret stash in Sanctuary, it can't be accessed until then, and I'll go into more detail about it at that time. Because of the extra detail in this video, I will be speeding up scenes whenever they don't involve important information, such as when running from one place to another or replaying the same fights over and over to farm for legendaries. Throughout the game, the shipping containers are a good place to take cover when fighting tough opponents, and this one is no exception. You have to go through it until Claptrap starts talking, then return to it and face the back where KnuckleDragger will land. Watch his dot on the HUD, because after he lands and you blast him a few times, he'll head back in that same direction. That's when you want to get out and start going after him with your sniper rifle. Then you switch to your rifle and shoot these guys. They're not nearly as bad. Well, this shotgun is about the worst that we could have gotten. It's a single shot for one thing, and the damage is only 11 times 7, and it's 50% accuracy, which isn't that bad. But it's going to take a lot more shots to kill the KnuckleDragger with this. One reason that I never farmed KnuckleDragger, other than the fact that I wasn't farming anybody, is that I figured you had to start from Claptrap's place and run forward to this barge every time that you did a save, quit, continue. And then I saw in a video that you just go through this portal, turn around and come back, and then do your save, quit, continue after you get back in here, and that's where you will spawn all the other times you do a save, quit, continue. So now that I've done the save, quit, continue, you'll see KnuckleDragger land there. And the goal is to entice him into this barge because when you kill him, all his loot goes flying off to the right. And if he's not in here, it's going to go all over the planet and you'll have to go out looking for it. So you can see by having him in here, it lands in here where you can get to it more easily. And on our first try, we get a legendary, and I've gone 10 or 20 tries without getting the first one, which doesn't really matter because I came in here at level 2, and from 2 to 3, you get huge amounts of XP for killing them, and it only takes 3 or 4 kills to level up to 3. And then you still get like the level bar is divided into tenths, as you can see there. And so we're already at 4.5 tenths. And in fact, at this point, well, I'm still going from 2 to 3. So at 2.5 tenths, I'll be up at 7 after I kill him again. So this Hornet couldn't have come at a better time because I had such a terrible shotgun. Now we'll see how much easier it is to kill them with this weapon. The Hornet is going to be a great help when you get to Liarsburg, and especially when you're farming Midgemong. You have to keep getting ammo after every kill, and it has, you can carry 200 rounds for the Hornet, so that's, you want to get as close to 200 as reasonably can by just checking the boxes in this room. When you come back from a save quit continue, I wish that BL2 would give you the same gun back that you had before, but it usually, I don't know, gives you the biggest gun or something. So I took the sniper rifle out of my pack too, so it won't come up with that anymore. What I'm doing here is that sometimes KnuckleDragger will run away when he's been injured enough, and when he's away, you have time to go over and open these lockers, which or these loot containers, which saves you a little time afterwards. You might as well be doing something while you're waiting for them. Now my luck is running really good now because the Twin Hornet, as you can see, gives you twice the damage almost as the other Hornets. I was lucky in the first place that I got a 20 damage, but because a lot of them are just 18 or 19. And but what the trade-off is that the Twin Hornet doesn't have the accuracy of a non-Twin Hornet. And so, and also in this battle, the Twin Hornet can do more damage than you really want, because you got to keep him alive until you get him into the barge. Well, case in point, I didn't realize the Twin was equipped. And so now, as I said before, all this loot is going to be spread out over the tundra, over the glacier. So I've got to go out and look around down here. I don't care about the money that he dropped, but if there's another Hornet down here, I wouldn't mind getting it just to see what it is. But it looks like it's just money. This gives me a chance to try to get some more ammo, although it doesn't look like that's happening either. So I'm going to unequip the Twin so that that won't happen again. So I've got two really good Hornets now, and I couldn't ask for much more than those two. My main concern now is to finish leveling up to level 4, because this is the fastest and easiest level up chance that I'm going to get. One time I never got a single Hornet and kept going until I was in level 5 before I got one. But it's really worth doing whatever you have to do to get one. And most of the time you're going to get one as early as I did, or maybe not on the second play, but while you're still on level 2 or early in level 3. This is not a difficult level up or legendary drop, I should say. And when we get to Liarsburg, there's some level up opportunities there. And going from 4 to 5 here, you don't get as many points XP for killing. And in Liarsburg, there are places where you can once again start getting a lot of easy XP points. So there's no point in sticking around here once you reach level 5. So now that I've reached level 4, I'm just going to pick up some loot from these containers because I do need some ammo for my Hornet. I'm going to be using it before I get to Liarsburg or to kill all the bandits in Liarsburg. So I want to get whatever I can here without having to go to a lot of crazy trouble, which means going outside. So now I'll rejoin Claptrap, who's been patiently waiting for me to do all this stuff.